Hello guys, welcome to EduTap. I am your mentor Prakash. I am a company secretary and a law graduate guys. And today we are going to discuss the important MCQs related to chapter 1st and 2nd of Indian Penal Code 1860. So guys, we have already covered the important MCQs from our constitution. We have already covered the MCQs related to Indian Contract Act and Specific Relief Act. And guys, now today, from today onwards, we are going to discuss the important MCQs related to Indian Penal Code. And specifically today, we will be discussing the MCQs related to chapter 1st and 2nd. So guys, this is going to be the lecture number 16, and those who have not watched those previous sessions, they can go to the link given in the description box below, and also they can refer our they can refer the playlist on our YouTube channel, the name of which is SEBI Grade A Legal, right? SEBI Grade A Legal. So if you refer the playlist, you will get all the videos which we have covered till yet, right guys? So now let's move ahead. So guys, as you all know that we have launched the practice 5000 plus MCQ course which is going to be relevant for paper 2 of this examination, and that will cover the entire syllabus of paper 2, both for phase 1 as well as phase 2. And guys, as a part of this course, you will be given the chapter wise MCQs, that is chapters that are the part of your SEBI Grade A legal examination syllabus. You will get the MCQs accordingly, right guys? And one most important feature of this course, that you will get around 500 plus MCQs free of cost, guys. Free of cost. For that you do not need to pay anything, right? So take advantage of these 500 plus MCQs, solve them, and if you find them suitable, then have this course. So that will definitely take your preparation at the next level, right friends? Now let's move ahead. Guys, we have already launched one more course, that is SEBI Grade A Starter Pack, and that is going to be the absolutely free of cost. For that also you do not need to pay anything. This is a 7 days course in which you will get the entire clarity regarding the SEBI Grade A legal officer examination. Like for example, you will get to know about the salary and profile of SEBI Grade A legal officer, the eligibility, the cutoff, right? How to prepare, what to prepare, each and everything, all dimensions will be covered as a part of this free starter pack, right guys? So this is absolutely free. So do enroll for this course, the link of which is given in the description box below. And guys, those who are new here, do subscribe our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel to get the latest updates as well as the PDF of our YouTube sessions. So guys, here is the list of our achievers, that is Jyoti Namdev, Simi Prasad and Gaurav Mishra. So they are our regular achievers. So guys, all the very best, and I am definitely assuring you that guys, you are going to do excel in your examination, because your discipline and commitment is visible here, right guys? So all you have made a right answer for yesterday's questions. Now let's move to the content. So guys, question number first is A. An Indian citizen commits murder in America and makes good his escapes to India. So decide. So you have to decide what is going to happen for that, right guys? So your options are: A can be prosecuted in India in any place where he is found. Option number B is A cannot be prosecuted in India because the act was not committed in this country. Next is A can neither be prosecuted in America nor in India. Option number D is A can only be prosecuted in America where the offense has been committed. And option number E is none of the above. So what is the right answer, friends? Guys, you have to participate in the session. I've been saying this throughout the sessions, that you have to participate. You have to do all mistakes here in these sessions itself, so that you can learn from your mistakes and you do not repeat that mistake in your actual examination. So guys, try to attempt questions irrespective of the fact that you have no idea. Make blind guesses, guys, because when you make blind guess, when you do mistake, so your subconscious mind becomes active and you do not repeat the same mistake again, right guys? So that is why I'm saying that you have to attempt these questions. So tell me the right answer, guys, for question number first. The right answer for question number first is option number A, that is A can be prosecuted in India in any place where he is found. So guys, by virtue of section 4 of Indian Penal Code, the code has extraterritorial application in case of an offence committed by Indian citizen, thereby making a citizen of India liable under Indian Penal Code for the crimes committed beyond India, right guys? So you will get the answer of this question by reading the section 4 of Indian Penal Code. Very good. So Ujjwala is saying option number A. Very good, right answer, guys. So now let's move to the question number second. So question number second is wrongful gain means. So guys, you have to read these kind of questions very well, because here simply a word is twisted, right? So here simply a word is twisted, and all most of the options seem similar, guys. So you have to read the question, read the option carefully. So option number first is wrongful gain means gain by lawful means of property which the person gaining is entitled. Gain by unlawful means of property which the person gaining is not entitled. Right friends? Gain by unlawful means of property which the person gaining is entitled. Gain by lawful means of property which the person gaining is not entitled, or none of the above. So which of the following is correct, friends? Tell me, guys. What is the right answer for question number second? So the right answer for question number second is option number B, that is gain by unlawful means of property which the person gaining is not entitled. So if you read section 23 of our Indian Penal Code, then it defines the term wrongful gain as wrongful gain is gain by unlawful means of property to which the person gaining is not legally entitled. Guys, these kind of questions are frequently asked, in which simply a word or two words are twisted, and then it is presented as a question. So you have to read the options carefully in order to solve these MCQs, in order to solve these questions correct, right guys? Now let's move to the question number third. So question number third is a person is said to have a reason to believe a thing when he has. So your options are suspicion to believe that thing, sufficient cause to believe that thing, reasonable doubt to believe that thing, or being asked by some reliable person to believe that thing, or none of the above. So what is the right answer, guys, for question number third? Ujjwala is saying option number B, that is sufficient cause to believe that thing. So the right answer for this question is option number B. Well done, Ujjwala. Right? So option number B. So if you read section 26 of Indian Penal Code, then it mentions that a person is said to have reason to believe a thing if he has sufficient cause to believe that thing, but not otherwise, right? So reason to believe is not the same thing as suspicion or doubt. Reason to believe is a higher state of mind. Right, guys? So for that you have to read section 26 of the Indian Penal Code. Now let's move to the question number fourth. So question number fourth is which of the following is not an essential element of section 34 of the Indian Penal Code? Very important section, very important section, guys. You have to have idea about this section. That which of the following is not an essential element of section 34 of the Indian Penal Code? So your options are when a criminal act is done, involvement of several persons, criminal act is done by several persons in furtherance of the common intention of all. Read every word properly, right? Then each of such person is liable for that act in the same manner as if it were done by him alone, or none of the above. Which of the following is not the element? Guys, read the question. Here we are talking about the negative statement, right? Incorrect statement. So you have to read properly what is going to be asked, what is asked to you, that whether it is about the correct statement or incorrect statement. So each and every aspect you have to read very carefully. For that you have to have focus in your examination. And guys, believe me, these kind of questions, since you have to solve 50 questions in 40 minutes, so this is really a challenging task. For that you have to make a lot of concentration in your examination, and for that you have to solve a lot of MCQs, guys, a lot of MCQs, so that you get habitual how to solve, how to manage time in the actual examination. That is why we have launched the course, so you can take advantage of that course as well. So the right answer for question number 4 is option number E, that is none of the above, right? That means every statement is correct and all the options are the essential elements of section 34 of the Indian Penal Code, right guys? So if you read section 34 of the Indian Penal Code, when a criminal act is done by several persons in furtherance of the common intention of all, then each of such persons is liable for that act in the same manner as if it were done by him alone, right guys? So this is a very important section in the IPC, right? So you have to have idea about this. Now let's move to the question number 5th. So question number 5th is basically a case study. So you have to solve, you have to decide, because from the Indian Contract Act, Law of Tort, and Transfer of Property Act, Indian Penal Code, a lot of illustrations, a lot of case studies are asked. So you have to be prepared for that also. So A intentionally causes Z's death, right? Then partly by illegally omitting to give Z food and partly by beating Z. So which of the following offense has A committed? Read the question properly, then Try to decide, right? Your options are: A has committed grievous hurt by beating Z, A has committed hurt by beating Z, A has committed murder, A will be punished for using criminal force, or none of the above. So tell me the right answer, friends. What is the right answer for question number 5th? Guys, when you read the BEAR Act, there mentions some illustrations, right? So you have to solve the important illustrations, because sometimes simply illustrations are copy pasted in your examination as a question, right? So you have to cover the important illustrations mentioned in the provisions mentioned in the section of any particular statute. So the right answer for this question is option number C, that is A has committed murder. So if you read section 36, then effect caused partly by act and partly by omission. So this provision is covered under section 36. Then whenever the causing of a certain effect or an attempt to cause that effect by an act or by an omission is an offense, it is to be understood that the causing of that effect partly by an act and partly by an omission is the same offense, right? तो उसको same offense माना जाएगा guys, भले वो partly by omission से हो या partly by commission से हो, right guys? I hope you got it. So that is why the answer should be that A will be punished for using criminal force. Yeah, Ujjwala is saying right. Yeah, so you have given the right answer, that is 5th C, right? Now let's move to the question number 6. Guys, you have to participate. You all have to participate in the session. This is going to benefit in your actual examination. And if you are participating and if you are solving these MCQs just before your examination, believe me guys, you will see the result on your examination day. Right? So I have been saying throughout all my sessions that these MCQs will be hardly 300 to 350 MCQs till the examination. So guys, you have to revise these MCQs. You have to read these MCQs at least once, and I'll not be surprised if a lot of questions will be there in your actual examination from these MCQs itself. So that is why I'm saying that you have to attend the session, because session is hardly of 15 to 20 minutes, right? 15 to 20 minutes that you can easily manage. Right guys? So that is why I'm saying that this is going to be very beneficial for you to solve these MCQs. Now let's move to the question number 6. So question number 6 is again a case study, guys. Read the question properly. They simply what do they do in your actual examination, that they give you a long statement, so that it will be a time taking process, right? So for that purpose you have to practice a lot, so that you can tackle the long statement in very less amount of time. So A jailer, has the charge of Z, right? A prisoner, Z who is a prisoner. A intending to cause Z's death, right? Illegally omits to supply Z with food, in consequence of which Z is much reduced in strength, right? But the starvation is not sufficient to cause death. A is dismissed from his office, right? Then after that, B succeeds him, and B without collusion or cooperation. This is very important, guys. This is very important line which you have to read properly. B without collusion or cooperation with A illegally omits to supply Z with food, right? Knowing that he is likely thereby to cause Z's death and Z dies of hunger. So which of the following offense has A and B committed? So this you have to solve. Read the question carefully, then try to attempt that. So your options are: only B has committed offense, both A and B are guilty of murder, only A is guilty of attempt to murder, A is guilty of attempt to murder and B is guilty of murder, then no one is committed any offense as Z died because of weakness. So guys, tell me the right answer for question number 6. So the right answer for question number 6 is option number D, that is A is guilty of attempt to murder and B is guilty of murder, right? So if you read section 37, guys, so in section 37 it is mentioned that cooperation by doing one of several acts constituting an offense. So if you read the provision of section 37, then you get to know that when an offense is committed by means of several acts, whoever intentionally cooperates in the common commission of that offense by doing any one of those acts, either singly or jointly with any other person, commits that offense, right? But guys, here therefore B is guilty of murder, right? But since A did not cooperate with A, that is why I have said that you have to read this line very well, that since A did not cooperate with A, so A is guilty only of an attempt to commit murder, right? So B will be guilty for murder and A will be liable for attempt to commit murder. 6th B. So Ujjwala is saying 6th B. No, it's option number D, right? So if you read the section 37, you will get to know. And this illustration is directly taken from the section 37 itself. Now let's move to the question number 7th. So again a case study, guys. Question number 7th is A attacks Z under such circumstances of grave provocation. Here the word is important, grave provocation. You have to highlight the important terms mentioned in the question itself. So A attacks Z under such circumstances of grave provocation, that is killing of Z would be only culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, right? But B, having ill will towards Z and intending to kill him and not having been subject to the provocation. A was subject to provocation, but B was not subject to provocation, right? Assist A in killing Z. So A and B are guilty of which of the following, right? So your options are: A is guilty of murder, A is guilty only of culpable homicide, B is guilty only of culpable homicide, or B is guilty of murder, or both B and D. That is both B and D. So which of the following is correct, guys? Tell me the right answer for question number 7. Read the question carefully, then try to answer. So the right answer for question number 7 is option number E, that is both B and D. That is, A is guilty only of culpable homicide since he was subject to provocation, but B is guilty of murder, right guys? B is guilty of murder since he was not subject to provocation and he was assisting A in killing of Z. Right guys? So Akash is saying D, Shikha is saying D, Palak is saying option number E. So the right answer is option number E. Abhinav is saying option number E. Yeah guys, so right answer is option number E, right? So read the question carefully, then try to answer. So if you read section 38, guys, so in section 38 it is mentioned that persons concerned in criminal act may be guilty of different offences. Right? So if you read section 38, you will get the answer of this question. So where several persons are engaged or concerned in the commission of a criminal act, they may be guilty of different offences by means of that act, right? So therefore here, though A and B are both engaged in causing Z's death, but B is guilty of murder and A is guilty only of culpable homicide. Right guys? And why there is a difference? Because A was subject to provocation, but B was not subject to any provocation. He only wanted to kill Z. That is why he assisted B in killing of Z. Right guys? Now let's move to the question number 8th. So okay, Abhinav is saying 7th E. Yeah, right answer is option number E, right? And Ujjwala is also saying option number E. Now let's move to the question number 8th. So question number 8th is, in the section 52 of the Indian Penal Code, in the statement nothing is said to be done or believed in good faith. So good faith means which of the following? So your options are: which is done only with reasonable care, which is done or believed with due care and attention, which is done with due diligence, which is done with a certain degree of care, or last option is both A and C. So tell me the right answer. What is the right answer for question number 8th? So guys, the right answer for question number 8th is option number B, that is which is done or believed with due care and attention. So if you read section 52 of the Indian Penal Code, so it defines good faith. So without due care and attention, nothing is said to be done or believed to be done in good faith, right guys? So sometimes definition is asked in your examination, so you have to cover the important definition. Akash is saying option number E. No, it's option number B, Akash, which is done or believed with due care and attention, right? Right? Now let's move to the question number 9th. So guys, question number 9th is: A sets fire by night to an inhabited house in a large town for the purpose of facilitating a robbery and thus causes the death of a person. Which of the following statement is correct? Read the question properly. Then your options are: A has not caused death voluntarily, A had no intention of causing death of a person, he will not be liable for any offense. Then if he knew that he was likely to cause death, he has caused death voluntarily. Then guys, if A is sorry for the death caused by his act, yet if he knew that he was likely to cause death, he has not caused death voluntarily. Then guys, none of the above. So which of the following is correct? Tell me. What is the right answer, guys, for question number 9th? Guys, do mention question number, then mark your answer, because I will get otherwise I do get confused in what questions you are referring here. So first mention question number, then mention your correct answer, correct option. So guys, the right answer for question number 9th is, the right answer is option number C. That is, if he knew that he was likely to cause death, then he has caused death voluntarily. Right, guys? So those who are saying C, that is Shikha Sharma is saying C, and Gajendra saying C, Abhinav is saying C. Yeah, correct, guys, right? Abhinav is saying option number A. No, Abhinav, it's option number C. So those who are saying C, their answer is correct, right, guys? Now let's move to the last question of the day. So question number 10th is, there persons, 3 persons A, B and C went to a post office. B and C entered the post office and asked postmaster to hand over money. Right? Read the question carefully. C fired pistol at him. He was shorted. Then you have to decide the case. Whose liability is and what are they will be liable for. So your options are, only C is liable for murder. All of them will be guilty of causing death. Both B and C are liable for murder only. B and C are liable for murder. A is liable for attempt to murder. And E, B and C are liable for murder. A is liable for culpable homicide not amounting to murder. So guys, tell me the right answer. First mention the question number, then try to attempt the question. You have to tell what is the right answer for question number 10th. Decide the liability of all the 3 persons involved in the robbery. Tell me, guys, I am waiting for your response. What is the right answer for question number 10th? Do mention question number first. Then after that mark the option. Abhinav is saying option number E, that is B and C are liable for murder. A is liable for culpable homicide. Okay, guys, more, yeah. So Gajendra is saying option 10th B. Okay, come on, guys, you have to answer. Try to attempt this question. So the right answer for this question is option number B. That is, all of them will be guilty of causing death. Guys, you have to, though you have to read the provision, but you have to see the implementation of that provision as well, right? Because if you talk about IPC, so from the IPC wale portion say, they cover very less amount of theoretical part. Rather, what they cover, they asked questions in the form of illustrations, right? In the form of case studies. So guys, you have to have idea about how to implement the provision, right? So जब भी आप bare act पढ़ रहे हैं, so try to cover the illustrations mentioned below the section, below every section. तो वहाँ से भी directly question लिए जाते हैं, right, guys? So that you have to remember. So those who are saying option number B, so their answer is right. So if you read section 34, guys, for that you have to read section 34. So section 34 deals with doing of separate acts similar or diverse by several persons, if all are done in furtherance of a common intention, right? So in furtherance of common intention is a key word here, which is the essence of section 34, right? Each person is liable for the result of them all as if he had done them himself. So the act of C, firing the pistol, was done with the common intention to rob the post office and escape from there. Thus for the act committed by C, B and A will also be liable. Since this act was done in furtherance of common intention, though A was not present, A was not shot the postmaster, but still, guys, since he was a part of the plan, so and this plan was in furtherance of common intention. They all wanted to commit robbery, so that is why they all will be liable for murder, right? So this was these were all 10 questions for the day. And guys, for today the question for achievers is, which of the following best describes the wrongful loss? Read the question carefully, read the options carefully. So loss by lawful means of property to which the person losing it is legally entitled. Loss by unlawful means of property to which the person losing it is legally entitled. Loss by unlawful means of property to which the person losing it is illegally entitled. Loss by unlawful means of property to which the person gaining it is legally entitled, or none of the above. So you have to make this, you have to answer this by making a comment in the comment box, right, guys? So you have to make you have to attempt this question and you have to mark the right answer in the comment box. Those who will mark the answer correctly, their name will be shown in the tomorrow's session, right, guys? So this was the question for achiever, and this is all for this session, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session and learned a lot of new things. So in case if you have any doubt or you want to know something, you have any query regarding SEBI Grade A legal officer examination, so guys, you can you can make a comment. We will definitely try to come up with a video so that can resolve your query. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the session. So we'll meet tomorrow with fresh content. Till then guys, goodbye and have a good day.